Davide is not going to be able to outpace the Floette, I think this may well be over. Lewis has been doing such an amazing job keeping Davide's Pokemon in check.
Yeah, TikTok is going live now.
Just in an awkward spot, Tinkerton. No matter how helpful you've been, you cannot get yourself out of this scenario.
No, there is no way around this last respect now. You might be able to get the Floette, but it's not locked itself into anything that puts it susceptible to the Encore.
Pretty
You
hard
cannot
throwing.
ignore this Basculegion. You cannot slow it down. The last respect is inevitable, and Lewis has played this so well.
There we have it. Last respects, not quite been enough to pick up the KO. Gigaton Hammer, however, not doing it either. 22 hit point survival. This feels absolutely calculated. Floette, dazzling gleam, dazzling display. Not quite enough to pick up the KO, but this is all gone and done. Forfeit in. Lewis Markle progresses to the top 8.
Remarkable from Lewis Markle. It is just amazing to see how they matched up into this formidable Perish Trap team from Davide, and how they did it, especially game 2 when you thought, okay, the lock's been put on, the disable, the encore, the Perish is counting down the turns on.
Damn, he had it too, bro.
Remaining. What have you got in the back? Can you overcome
his team? Nah, his team just wasn't ready for that.
The one Pokemon that you say is the trump card, Basculegion, and it comes in, locks in
Basculegion.
and what a call as well.
Excellent.
To go for the last respect into what was the Incineroar asleep, and then the Sinister switched in and just takes it, and then from that moment on it just became a really untenable position.
Oops, I shouldn't have started the YouTube stream because I'm gonna have to
be able to just identify these plays and have the courage to lock into them in the moments when he needed to take the victory.
And that's what matters in the end of the day. It's the very micro decisions that essentially, when it comes to this sort of like matchup, are the deciders. And that's what we saw. Como, it was an all right bring for game 1, but we just saw that Lewis was able to survive so much clutch potential with the 6 hit points remaining on the Mega Floette, but it wasn't enough for Davide, even with the Perish Son mode going, getting that 4-2 advantage against Lewis Markle. It really does come down to, and this, I'm not sure if you agree, you probably will, the Sinister being brought in raw when the Incineroar could have had a potential of being KO'd to allow the Sinister as a free switch in next to the Gengar to then cover the Basculegion. I feel like that may have been a misplay or potentially an over-predict of whether last respect is going to be locked in and there's going to be the double up of the Dazzling Gleam.
Yeah, it's a difficult scenario because I think if you're Davide, you really want that Incineroar off the field to be able to cycle that Intimidate.
Yep.
But at what cost? You can't bring your Gengar out in the face of the potential last respect. And you're kind of hoping at that point that you chase after the Tinkerton.
Yep.
And I think that's what Davide was hoping for, to see the last respect Dazzling Gleam combination in that slot rather opposed to the Incineroar.
Yeah.
But it made more sense really from Lewis's point of view to just always target that slot because the Tinkerton can be dealt with later. You know, we saw again the Gigaton Hammer do even less damage this time.
Yeah, make the dinosaur look like dick.
Hang on, so probably a high roll that first time around. So it wasn't in any danger of going down right there and then. And I think the most important thing was to get that sleeping Incineroar off the field. And it was really critical that Dire Claw sleep because it really put the stoppers on the Incineroar being able to support like you know it can do with that all-important fake out, which was just removed immediately when that Dire Claw said, "Snap time, boy."
Amazing impression there, my friend. And that did seem to be the case, though.
Sneasler impression. Yeah. Levels above.
Yeah, it kind of like shook me to my core. I wasn't expecting it. But no, like, it was very marginal in that 6 hit point guaranteed. The Como goes down, as well as the Tinkerton, because it had already been at such low HP. It was pretty overwhelming for it to be able to come back.
Yeah, you fully expect the Floette. Yeah, I think going into this turn with how its stat alignment was, you expected to maybe get the jump on that Tinkerton. But it does underspeed it. And then the Gigaton Hammer, you're expecting that is going to be a clean knockout with how powerful an attack that is.
Yeah.
But wow, what a survival and how crucial that was to not only dispatch of the Tinkerton, it was just that tiny bit of health left, but that, more importantly, that Coma Ore that was threatening the Kingambit that was left in the back, you know?
Well, that's exactly it, and that's the point of why we're saying there's the interaction, a couple of things here, right? Both the Tinkerton and the Mega Floette trained with the set alignment to give an additional 10% boost.
Yeah, it's up now. I just put it up.
Mega Floette, naturally speaking, if both of the Pokemon have max 32.
All right, anyway. Time for us to game. Between their matches, I'll play mine. Alright, let's go. Alright, what's up YouTube and TikTok? We're live right now, running my Mega Gardy team some more. Oh god, lazy. Hold on to your butts and stuff. We gotta stuff some butts. Yeah, season is over in a week, so that's when the mobile comes out and when new season starts. How you run out of PP or Rock Slide? Pressure? I forgot to put my chat boxes up. He's right. I think he's thinking about it. I'll probably go to sleep early at some point. How the fuck is it already 4 AM, bro? I didn't even start live that late. I probably won't be on too long. I got a lot of shit to edit. Let's get the spikes out. I haven't been live that long. I've been on for 4 hours. Damn, did I really start at 2 in the morning? There's the rock slide. He got rid of my stash too. This is fine. Oh, okay. Sure, why not? Ooh. I fucking low kick his dinosaur into oblivion this turn. Oh, you brought Mega Tyranitus? He was scared of the Glamora before. I'm sleepy as fuck. I don't got coffee either. Oh, he's about to knock off my horse. Oh shit. I was faster, pussy! Yeah, I'll probably do him in an hour or two. I don't think I bought coffee. I definitely did not buy coffee. The more I kinda need for Charizard or King Gambit. So I think I'm gonna hard switch in Gardy. I don't think she'll take much from this water. I could be wrong. Oh, let's go. We traced the hospitality. Yeah, trying to get me. Yeah, not bad at all. A little burn. I think I can clean up before that gets me.
Batman, there's no laws against the Pokemon, Batman. I can do whatever I want with it. That burn kind of sucks. If I can get Charizard in at least though, then Glamora can do the job. Oh, no kill. Okay. Okay. I don't know if King Gambit is coming in or not is the problem. This poison might kill me. And it's burn. Oh, I'm alive. I can't swap her out or there's one more I might die. Oh, you fucking bitch.
you fucking bitch! Oh, bitch fucking move. Yeah, probably an hour-ish. Just fucking bitch, bro. It is King Gambit. I'm glad I didn't slow it down. I wonder if he knows. Thanks for the alert. You can't do that, silly. Thanks for wasting your fucking turn. God, this fucking bitch can recover, bro. That should not have a 100% chance to fucking go off. That's just really fucking annoying. Can he not do it every turn? He probably protects this turn. On King Gambit. It would be stupid not to. Oh, he's definitely had it. Lamore is down. That's not great for me, bro. He's gonna do it again. Oh my god, let's go! Fuck you and your stalling ass snake! Pussy! Stall me crit. How about that? I thought he was about to stall out with me. Get the fuck out of here. Respectfully. Right, he used recover and life doing the same round. I hadn't even considered doing some crazy shit like that. That's evil. Yeah, I did. Trick Room Rain Team. There's too much water for Glamora. Yeah, I thought about bringing that. That's pretty smart, but I think they got a lot of dark weakness too. Probably a better idea, but I want to see if this works. I'm more scared of Tyranitar when it comes to High Dragon, so if I can kill him first. Really, he didn't bring it. So we double into his fucking rig. I think the Audino's just here to heal, maybe. Mega Audino? If I can't one-shot him, he's probably gonna get heal pulse. He's thinking about it, because I'm gonna kill it. Oh my god! Crit, no way. I was about to say there's no way that wasn't a crit. Oh yeah, he was dead anyway. And then even with a crit, that wouldn't have killed Rick. He was dead anyway. I don't think it's worth it to use Zoroark half the time. More often than not, he just gets one shot. I didn't even know Dark Pulse flinched. That's fucked up. More often than not, he just dies. He's too weak to a lot of different typings. He gave up because he lost his fucking... I mean, he probably gave up because of the flinch. I didn't even know that flinch. Our dragon was a good choice. We got the flinch. And Rose was like, oh, hell no. Corviknight. Oh, Corviknight. I fucking hate you. Who is he leaving? Incineroar and Garchomp? I don't have Thunderbolt. What do you mean? The only ways of getting rid of him are fire type moves, the neutral moves, or a rock type move. That's what I was thinking, but like... Dragon isn't needed for anybody else on his team. I guess the Garchomp? Dask has at least 3 advantages here. We'll see. Dask into Bask without a side is never really good. Yeah, if Corviknight's coming, he's not coming in early. Yeah, I'm gonna have to swap out to keep him alive. I Draco the fucking oven. Fuck it. I'm not really worried about Tyranitar. Please don't knock off my dragon, dude. Fuck that up. Wow, he survived this nut. Beefy ass fucking oven. Fuck, man, I knew he was gonna target Hydreigon. Well, I get a free bird turn, which means his oven is guaranteed dead. Electro Web killed is crazy. I drank. Oh, was it correct? I have the Tailwind, I can bring it back, it's just annoying. He loses both of them this turn. How about the Devil Kill his team back? It's fun. I'm faster and they both die to this. I can't bring High Dragon in front of Dark type. It's too risky. Or at least I should have swapped him out. I thought it was gonna be knockoff though. I didn't know High Dragon was weak to fighting type moves. He thinks he survived. He's like, wow, you didn't kill me. That rig can't kill me. And then our rig has locate. Oh boy. There's a fish in my house and he— oh my god, bro, I don't feel like dealing with this fucking bird, bro. Oh fucking boy, bro, I don't feel like dealing with this fucking bird. I legitimately have to keep something in the back for him. I might have to lead Gardy. You know what? Anytime we're in the Carbonite, I'm gonna just lead Gardy and keep High Dragon in the back. She did nothing to him. This is it for me. If he has Iron Head, it's basically over. And I don't think any Corbinites aren't running it right now. Oh well, yeah, fish too. I forgot about that. Yeah, this is just anti-Gardevoir as a team. Ugh, that's annoying. I maybe could have saved it if I swapped in Rig last turn. Maybe. I think I should have brought Glamora instead, because it would have survived for one turn. Even Vassy Legion would have been better against the bird. It just... Or if I brought High Dragon, I need to put him in the back. So what Mega would be good against these? If I were to run a dual Mega team and take somebody out. Charizard? No. I'm like, that's a match I maybe wouldn't have wanted to bring Gardevoir for. You got a game? My internet down?
Is probably guaranteed to have that 32 stat.
Taking a leaf out of that book to try and utilize it to its full.
No. They still, yeah. Okay. This is an obvious Glamora game. I'm playing easy. But I need to protect him for Charizard. Or I'm gonna be forced to Trick Room. He gets at least one free turn though, so. My Tailwind is faster. I sludge bomb her next turn as well. You don't. Oh, it's Sash, you motherfucking Sash bastard. Oh. He doesn't get Tailwind though, he had to kill. He should have just took the Tailwind, bro. Now you don't get a Tailwind. This kill? No, it doesn't. I think I just bring Gardy in, to be honest. And I sledge bomb left side. I'm faster now, so. Ooh, Mega Aggron isn't a bad idea. Actually, I think Steelix would be a better idea. Because I think Steelix can actually deal with, Steelix is weak to Basculegion a little bit, but I think he's strong against... This team's weakness currently is other Trick Room teams and sometimes Steel types if I can't save somebody to deal with them. And depends on who I'm taking out. The Steelix could deal with Corviknight, but he couldn't deal with like another wall team. I might start fucking around with this team. I don't know who I would take out though. Everybody on this team does a really good job. The only person that's kinda optional is maybe Hydreigon. But then I would have to rely on... Hydreigon is there for fire and dark type moves. I would have to rely more on Talonflame for fire moves. Aggron does have better resistances for sure. I do really like Aggron's. So if I were to consider, if anybody's looked at my team and they considered I was running Gardevoir, they would bring a Steel type to deal with me. But like I would have to bring something that counters Steels. So I have to think countering Steel types instead of just bringing my own Steel type. Fire Punch? Interesting. Does it have a high physical attack stat for it though? Somebody run the calculations on Mega Aggron using Fire Punch into like Scizor and Steal It, I guess. And Scizor, Bustaberg, Corviknight, and King Gambit. Those are the 3 most threatening Steel types currently. Levitate's not worth it. I think I'd take advantage of his Heat Wave. 160 flat, that's not bad at all. 140 is still not bad. It might not be a terrible idea, to be honest. It could be unexpected to have it. My team is kind of set up behind me. That's interesting, that's interesting. But see, I lose my dark move too. I need something that can do fire and dark move. probably, if I wanted to take that same slot. That's why I considered Fire Dark. I don't know. Hydreigon works really well in his slot, and he's very fast. Because he's smart. Oh, you better protect. I didn't bring Glamora. Sucks, actually. That makes sense. I might try it. I gotta look at his move spread. You can probably learn a dark type move. I'm killing the Garchomp. If I can kill the Chomp, then my Talonflame lives. Nice. I don't think I could have one-shot the Zard with Draco. You think Draco would have one-shot the Zard? I mean, I already have Glamora to deal with what Venusaur does. I mean, Glamora is an option to swap out too, I think. I think my two options of swapping out would be Hydreigon or Glamora. Glamora gives me the option of Rock, Ground, and Poison though. So he's my issue with Fairy. So honestly, if he's my Fairy killer, which Aggron would be a Fairy killer, but I also need him as a Steel killer, which Aggron also is the Steel killer. Both weak to fire. Exactly. It's not a lot of fire on enemy. Oh, well, yeah, there's Charizard. I mean, I can deal with Charizard teams, though. Like, I'm not having a problem with this Charizard team at all. Lucario? I've never fucking lost to Lucario. I don't think that's a good idea. Lucario gets breathed on by an Earth-type move and he's dead. I need to swap him out, but I don't want to hard swap into Gardy. I'm gonna have to sack him. I can't do that either. How much Tailwind do I have? 3? It's fine. I just want to put a little damage on Zard anyway. Just to make him killable for Gardevoir. I don't think Gardevoir one-shots him. I can one-shot the Venusaur though. I should Trick Room. If I don't fucking die. Who's getting beamed? I don't think this kills. Yeah, I was about to say it doesn't kill Ray. It crit too, it's crazy. How much sun do we have left? 3. Wait, it's too early to Trick Room. I just killed the Venusaur. And I Draco'd his Zard again. We're gonna try the double protect in my face. My Glamora does a lot for me. I think Hydreigon is the only slot that I can swap out, to be honest. I mean, this team is not a Wonder Room team. The fuck does Wonder Room even do? Can Gardevoir learn it? Because I could lead them both in just regular Gardevoir on support type shit. What does Wonder Room do? I was surprised I didn't kill. Wait, so wouldn't that make him not have defensive stats? He's about to lose sunlight, so I think he thinks he's cooking? He's faster than me now, but like, barely? I think I could get away with hard switching Gardy low-key. There's no way he does poison into the slot on the left. I mean, on the right. We gotta look at the list of currently available Pokemon and start crafting some shit. See what we can possibly do. I think he wants to kill my Ray. You couldn't even kill it with Helping Hand Giga Drain, brother. Yeah, free swapping on Gardy. And I'm now faster than you. He might try to get my Gardy because he's slower in the sun. So I'm gonna protect her for one turn. That's a horse with a long hoodie. Technically, I think because the sun faded, he's faster than my Gardevoir, so I'm gonna be careful not to get her fucking killed. And put Venusaur in range of being killed. Unlurk? Oh, hi. Okay, it wasn't needed next turn. Ah, it was necessary. Gardevoir wins this now, though. Zard is really hurt. And I still got a dragon. I thought a dragon was dead. I forgot I hard swapped out. He isn't even hurt yet. Oh, you're fucked. I don't have the field of expanding force anymore. I think I Draco'd his slot anyway though, so should be fine. Oh boy, here we go. Brad, don't do anything. No, you're not gonna survive, brother. Heat Wave not gonna kill High Dragon. Oh. Ampharos is an interesting pick, especially since there's not really many good electric types. I completely forgot he existed. Alright, let's see if Champions tournament is back up, and I'm gonna pull up a list of the currently available, and we can start like theory crafting. I'm a little safe into the 1500s, so I wouldn't mind fucking around and finding out a little bit. Yeah, they're up right now. Is what official? It is. It's the Pokemon channel. This is Pokemon's channel.
There's no opportunity to stop this Basque Legion from attacking later down the line. A fake out going into the King Gambit, just getting it as close to KO range as possible. Critically, it doesn't matter at all in this spot. There's the Aquajet into King Gambit.
Looks like we missed at least game 1. I don't know if it's game 2. Yeah, this is game 1. We missed game 1.
Just their final Pokemon there, choosing not to protect the King Gambit.
I love Ampharos too. There's not a lot of places where it's used.
All of this around, but with so many defense.
Mega Aggron sounds like an interesting play. Even though he's weak to fire, like
it's gonna be as thin as paper. And
what fire types are out there right now? Zard?
Louis is 1 game up in our Masters Top 8A here at the Turin Special Championships.
What a great game. What a great game. Absolutely.
I'm bringing Gardevoir into Zard because that's a really easy matchup.
Probably would have put it into range, the King Gambit, that is, of being knocked out in the end game overall if Lorenzo wasn't able to.
Skull Villain gets cooked by Talonflame.
You know, you saw Louis take the early advantage. Lorenzo down to their final 2 Pokemon for turn after turn after turn, making it so difficult for Louis to convert any further in this match. And now Louis, taking the first game, must feel the pressure start to ease up a little bit, knowing that they've got 1 game in hand. Now Lorenzo's looking into game 2 thinking, what could I do this time?
But of course, we saw earlier on in stream, Lorenzo took the first game loss and then won the next 2. This is not a stranger to
Aggron's a rock type?
The battle around. So that's exactly what Lorenzo's going to be helping to do here. It was such a fascinating decision to Mega Evolve the Frostlass when it was in such low health.
I thought he was pure steel. Interesting.
Because that was a huge amount of momentum lost
or
here
at least
Lorenzo,
like ground.
There's no Scovillain in the back anyway.
You know, I think that's a little bit of the pressure on the stream, right? I think Lorenzo may have
actually
gone
nutty.
for the Mega Evolution on the Frostlass on turn 1. Maybe just didn't quite get that input in. But
I actually might want to try this.
Fair play,
I'm pretty sure I have a shiny Aggron on Za. He was really easy to farm because there was a whole area of fucking Laron.
Now,
Mega is pretty steel.
You look at
that was a good one. Good first liner. Great inches line. Welcome in. Thanks for following. Okay, what are we playing? Mega Delphox Mega Floette team. Protect your team. Versus Mega Skull Villain, Mega Frostlass? Bro.
Adaptations, maybe not a Pokemon adaptation, but maybe a play adaptation going into game 2.
Now let's play our game
Mega
2
is
here,
pure steel. That makes sense.
But
that means he can at least learn rock type moves.
To our third game in this best of 3. Frostlass in the lead again alongside
he might be able to fill my Glamora. I mean, Glamora not only does rock type moves, okay? Glamora I bring for Charizard, I bring for other steel types because he has a rock type move. I bring them for fairies because he has poison type moves. So the only slot that I'm looking to change is maybe my Hydreigon slot. I bring Hydreigon for psychic types, anything weak to dark, fire, or dragon type move.
Into the Frostlass to take down that Mega Pokemon of choice. Louis has the space on this turn to start thinking about getting the Carmine boosted, getting that Mega Floette in a position
which I would bring him into my losing matchup. Now, into other Trick Room teams, I don't think they would want to Trick Room my Aggron. That does seem smart. I gotta see Aggron's move spread. Let me load up Legends Saw behind this, and I'm gonna go get my shiny Aggron.
The snow is pouring down as well, and one in kind. Here comes the response. The Mega Floette coming out from Louis. As you identified, Ben, the Floette in a relatively safe position.
You might be cooking low-key. Let me go get my aggro.
Fairy Aura boosting up the power of all of the Fairy-type moves it should choose to go for. But in fact, it's the immediate Blizzard onto both targets. Not
I don't know if I have slots in home.
But every little bit of chip damage is going to add up. And the freeze onto the Floette. Louis head in hands. This could be exactly the ticket Lorenzo needs. But then the Floette immediately falls out and gets the Dazzling Gleam.
Unlucky. Had the freeze, but it didn't even last a single turn.
Super effective though onto the Mega Frost Blast, and it's down, having just got off.
I really like Mega Frost Blast too, but I feel like I cook her every time I see her.
Covered. Only the rest of the match will be able to tell us. Now the wave crashed down into the Floette, but it hangs on with 15 HP.
What a crazy, crazy turn of events on turn one. And the freeze mechanics have changed in Pokemon Champions, right? You can only stay frozen for up to 3 turns overall. And so, you know, even if it was a freeze and it maybe impacted one turn, the likelihood is that the fall was going to happen.
So Mega Aggron has 2 guaranteed slots he needs to have active anywhere.
Sort of gunk shot in this situation,
which is
to try to knock out the Floette,
Heavy Slam and
can take care
whatever
of
the
that.
armored defense ability is to make Heavy Slam stronger.
Onto the Incineroar on Louis' side.
The other 2 slots I need to look at what he can get.
You've got to find the time to dig in and call the switch. If
Iron
wants
defense.
to play a little bit defensively with that Incineroar, bring it back in a little bit later on, because that's how you try and get a bit of a foothold in this game now that you've lost your Mega Pokemon of choice.
And Mega Evolution is, of course, what it's all about. Even if Scovillain is in the back, it can no longer Mega
There's some
Evolve.
weight. Oh, okay.
So we got the KO onto the Incineroar.
Was he not? Was Mega Aggron not one of the ones running?
And now the Sneasler is defenses softened.
The
up.
armor.
White Hub already spent. No, now it's coming
Armor
into play.
defense, whatever the defense that is.
But any successive close combat and its defenses will be dropping. But look at that, the Dazzling Gleam is just.
I know Snorlax is running like
Not
stockpile.
attempting to get set up with the Carmine Tier, just chipping away, and it will all add up as the Floette has its last respects paid.
That's the pin on the Incineroar slot. You close combat with the Sneasler, and then you last respect
body
into
press,
that slot,
yeah.
Just in case the Basculegion
body
comes
press.
in. Take it down to its focus ash.
So like body press
plus
iron defense.
A little bit later on. So really nice lock in there for Lorenzo. Louis holding their ground though, getting that Dazzling Gleam off does put Lorenzo under a lot
Thanks
of
guys for
pressure.
helping me
There's
learn
2
too. Pokemon gamers are cool.
Louis. You'd like to think that there's probably that Basculegion that did so well for them in the last game. That's going to be paired up with the Sneasler, bringing the fake out pressure, bringing the Aqua Jet pressure on the Basculegion down to this Sneasler that's pretty low at this point, and is likely to drop its defenses even further.
Exactly that. The Sneasler had such reduced defenses in game 1, and it was the last Pokemon standing. Lorenzo is going to be wanting to turn it around so that it's a Pokemon, if he is left with just one, that can soak up a little bit more damage than that. And now the tables have turned in the previous
you just get
game.
2 turns of
Lorenzo
setting up and then
lost
start
2
sitting
Pokemon
on
so early
everybody.
But now in this game, it is Louis Fonvier, both Mega Pokemon down. We're just playing honestly here, Ben.
It looked like in game 1 we had the situation, because the Basculegion on Louis' side of the field is holding the focus ash, doesn't have to train defensively in the stat points that it can put across the board. It can train to be a little bit faster. That gives the opportunity for Louis' Basculegion to go first.
I need to look at his whole move list that he can learn. This is the first time I'm going to be crafting anything.
To knock it out, we're down to 2v2.
2 versus 2, no more switches allowed. And let's
the
see
other
how the
Mega
ball state
people were running.
Let's see the final Pokemon
was Blastoise, because I was running Gardevoir Blastoise
proven
on another
good
team.
For him in previous sets so far this tournament. It's staring down a Sneasler.
Because Blastoise has access to Dark Titan.
Fighting type damage, but let's see.
There is a world
and
where
is good
a
in
combination
trick
of close combat from the Sneasler on Lorenzo's side that has his unburdened speed boost activated, plus a
and not a lot of weaknesses.
King Gambit could be enough to knock out this Sneasler on Louis' side of the field. And then King Gambit versus Basculegion is a match that King Gambit likes to be in. Here's the Sucker Punch coming down into it, only 42 hit points.
So much damage. The responding close combat. Is this going to be enough? I think it should be. It is just about. And the Sneasler goes down on Louis' side of the field. This is what Lorenzo needs. They have to win this to take us.
It's in a normal Aggron team though, so I gotta see what I can make.
On this Basket Legion, the final Pokemon for Louis into the Sneasler. That liquidation claims the KO, and as you say, Ben, King Gambit loves to be.
I'll look at everything he has available.
Here, but
I feel like Wolfie be just doing that shit. He'll be looking at him. He knows every mon's move that most people have fucking forgot. Like, yeah, this Pokemon knows this move, so technically I could fucking do this. And like nobody will see it coming.
Louis to
Type
play
shit.
liquidation rather than playing Aqua Jet in turn one. If and every time that this King Gambit for Lorenzo has to act, Lorenzo has to think about whether or not it's going to be one or the other. Last Respects doesn't risk the defense drop, but the defense drop or Defiant Boost wouldn't make any impact in this game. Basket Legion goes down to Sash to the Kowtow Cleave. Here's the mind games. Who is it that is able to get this right? Does Lorenzo take us into
What about regular Aggron, though?
Does Louis' tournament journey continue into our top 4?
Protect on the Basket Legion.
I mean, I wouldn't put Terrain up if I'm bringing him anyway.
Of course, what's going on here is the Last Respects, the Basket Legion outspeeds, and we just saw there it'll be enough to get.
So I'm like, would I still bring him?
You could go for an Aqua Jet there, and that would make a sucker
in the same slot that I would use Hydreigon or Basket Legion, not Basket Legion, fucking Glamora.
Aqua Jet.
Is this the switch up to Sucker Punch?
Sucker Punch or Kowtow? It's the Kowtow Cleave!
Aggron can learn Dragon Pulse. Is it useful?
Into a game 3, holding their nerve there.
Oh, game 3, let's go.
Was gonna go for the Aqua Jet.
Why does he know that? Why does Aggron know Dragon Pulse?
Oh, wow. Is history repeating itself here? Lorenzo Profeta, the prophet who foretold from our first stream game that they could turn a 1-game loss into a 2-game win. Are they about to do exactly the same here? 1 game down against Louis, and now claiming 1 victory in game 2. It's now everything on the line. It comes down to a best of 1.
Wow.
Not a special attacker on the slightest. That's what I figured. Why does he know that? But if he knows Dragon Pulse,
one of the players,
he's a rock dragon. That makes total sense.
Like, yeah, I always change up on turn 3. Well, if you'd have changed up on turn 3, that would have been a game lost there. Lorenzo just holding
this certain Pokemon, if I'm a dragon trainer,
and now
this dragon is one of my favorites. Dragon, Fairy, Steel, maybe Psychic. I would consider dragons honorary dragons. And that's Tyranitar, Aggron, obviously Zard. Anything that looks like a dragon.
Frostlass has been pretty underwhelming in both of the games so far. It's got some decent chip damage off with Blizzard,
it's not amazing.
but I'm just not sure it's providing enough value for Lorenzo in this situation.
Yeah, it's certainly a great call.
This sounds like fun to try. It would be cool too.
Going, maybe make the Basket Legion that little bit more threatening over the course of a match, or I think, you know, trying to hold.
I gotta send something back to home. I think I'm gonna get rid of my Aerodactyl, bro. I haven't used him in a very long time. I feel like Aerodactyl gets smoked. If you're gonna Tailwind, you should probably just run like Talonflame,
on Louis' Basket Legion is
or even
Lorenzo's side as well. You can see how long was able to stick around on the field.
If you're gonna
just get rid of it in 1 hit,
Aerodactyl, you should probably Mega.
That is the strength, the beauty of the Focus Sash. The players are locked in. It all comes down to this. One of them goes out of the tournament right here, right now. One of them continues through to top 4. It's going to be Floette and Incineroar for Louis. For Lorenzo, we're going to see on the field Frostlass and Basket Legion.
That's an aggressive start. That's an aggressive start. Holy shit.
All right, kicking things off here.
All right, we wave crashed to Ensign for faking out. Yo, they tweaking.
Went down in game 2, turn 1. For not really achieving too much other than a little bit of extra chip damage across the board. That chip damage didn't matter, making sure that Incineroar going down to a close combat, putting that Floette in range of the double up as well, taking it down so low, put the pressure onto Louis. But Louis has yet to start setting up these calm minds, instead just wanting to spread damage with the Mega Floette across the board. Is this the game
that is a big ass fish? What the fuck?
That is one thing that this lead does for Lorenzo. You can't fake out.
Yo, his fish is big as fuck.
And that means
somebody said that ain't a fish, that's a whale.
To get those calm minds set up. Lorenzo is going to want to be getting rid of the Floette as quickly as they possibly can. As once more, Frostlass goes for its Mega Revolution and gets the snow pouring down. The response in kind, Floette goes for its own Mega Revolution. It's called the Eternal Flower for a reason. Let's hope that it can stay strong and true for Louis here in Game 3 of Masters Top 8A at the Turin Special Championships. Our first in EU to use Pokemon Champions. Frostlass is getting the Aurora Veil set up, but of course it's only going to be around for 5 turns. It will expire. How much ground can Lorenzo claim in the meantime? Oh, so much damage. A critical hit on the Basculegion there from the Dazzling Gleam. The Citrus Berry recovering a decent amount of HP. The Flare Blitz, though, into the Frostlass is super effective, but the Frostlass is able to hang on. That snow defense boost that benefits the ice types. The recall onto the Incineroar, and there's no burn in sight. Wave Crash now is going to deal recall. Speaking of that, back to this Basculegion. The Floette is able to take it relatively comfortably, but on such low health, how many more Dazzling Gleams is it going to be able to dish out?
Well, that looks kind of close to being able to be knocked out by a Blizzard from this Mega Frostlass. We saw it in the previous games. It did about that much of a health bar, so we'll have to see whether or not Lorenzo feels confident in going on the offensive there. There's also the opportunity for this Incineroar to get knocked out by a combination of Blizzard after taking 2 lots of damage, one from Recall, one from Blizzard, and then
here we go. The 3 HP on the Floette. It's going to be enough to hang on here.
Damn.
And another Dazzling Gleam, and that could be absolutely crucial. Lorenzo with their head in their hand. Frostlass is down. This Basculegion is brought so low as well. The Throw Chop super effective, and just like in game 1,
the Floette is probably built for speed. I think the Floette's built for speed.
Immediately claimed over on Lorenzo's side of the field. Could Louis be the one to progress through to our semi-finals? As King Gambit, of course, is going to join the fray here, and alongside the King Gambit, it will be Sneasler once more.
Is that Incineroar really fast?
It's pretty speedy.
Pretty speedy, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Pretty slow Basculegion as well, being able to get the Throat Chop down onto it before the Basculegion was able to get any Wave Crashes
it's
or
a speedy
anything else into
Incin and a slow back.
Come out there. Now, Lorenzo once again down to their final 2 Pokemon, but this King Gambit and Sneasler has proven in previous games that it has what it takes to make Louis' life really, really difficult. Now, Louis bringing that Incineroar into the back in favor of the Basculegion.
Basculegion once more, such a crucial Pokemon in Regulation Set MA, and the close combat was targeted down into the Incineroar slot. Of course, the Ghost taking no damage. Yet another Dazzling Gleam, 3 HP and a Dream. As King Gambit gets this Swords Dance up, is boogieing, getting its attack power firing. As soon as that Incineroar switches back in, it's going to get another boost to its attack. If there's one Pokemon that can turn this round, like we've seen time and time again, it would be this King Gambit.
Yeah, it's definitely powerful enough to pick up the big knockouts that it needs to. If that Sneasler is in the back, this is what Lorenzo's preparing for. If Lorenzo doesn't go for that Swords Dance, the end game where the Sneasler comes back in
starts to
look real dicey.
Nigga Golurk.
If you don't have the opportunity to get that Sucker Punch damage into it. Now, Louis playing on the defensive, just knowing that they've got to whittle down their position into a place where they've got a little bit of fake out pressure on the board.
Okay, it's the Gunk Shot into the Protect there. It's not a miss onto the Floette. Yet another Dazzling Gleam. This Floette doesn't even need to set up these Calm Mines. You can see just the ground that Louis is claiming here. As a reminder, that's their final 2 Pokemon, and that's it. The towel thrown in. Louis Fonvier is progressing through to our semi-finals in Turin.
A short one, but a good one there from Louis, really playing the positional game so well. You can see Lorenzo really putting all of the eggs in the basket of getting that Blizzard KO down onto the Floette. Only 3 hit points.
Mega Golurk also steal bulky.
Went down that
Trick
turn,
Room.
it would have been a completely different game that we'd be looking at. But as it survived,
also weak to fire.
Louis on the next turn said, "Hey,
can go through guard.
Knock out my Floette, please. Please knock out my Floette. Give me the positive momentum. Let me get my Incineroar or my Sneasler onto the field without having to take any damage. And if you don't,
I'm gonna send both to my box because I already had. I only remembered it because I had one in my box already. Because I had tried that Golurk team that came out. It has no guard. No, it has unseen fist.
Dazzling gleam, but just one dream.
So you can't protect it.
Louis to get through to the semi-finals, which they have done. Our Prague regional champion could also be our Turin champion, and what an upset that would be on Italian home turf to take.
But it can learn things like Fire Punch, and it's a physical attacker.
Italian
Ice Punch, Fire Punch, whatever the fuck you want. It can learn Ghost type moves and probably Dark moves. Almost the perfect slot in.
All three of the games, even though all it did was a little bit of chip, but again, getting around the fake out pressure that the Incineroar was exerting was such a fantastic way to go about
Two things to try.
Because it means that you can get that reliable damage off, and just like we saw with the Dazzling Gleams from the Floette in that game 3, every bit of chip, it really adds up. It's just such a shame that Lorenzo had to index so heavily on the Frostlass and the Basque Legion in order to try and claim something in this game.
Yeah, it's like... the margins are so fine between these two trainers, but I think Game 3 was so exciting for the fact that the Frostlass was able to get the Aurora Veil up and survive the double up and really change what was going
water
on.
Weakness? Golurk has a water weakness?
To victory there as well. I think, yeah, especially seeing Mega Frostlass doing so well, just like last weekend, really does show us the potential of all of these Mega Pokemon that we have at the disposal. And even if that Mega Pokemon is playing more of a supportive role, even if it's doing a bit of damage along the way, that can still be so valuable. We see so many powerful Pokemon that we have access to, aside from just those Mega Evolutions.
Well, exactly.
I thought it was Steel Ghost.
Pokemon that feel like Mega Evolutions because of how powerful they are, just like Kingambit, just like Basque Legion.
Ground Ghost.
Incredible stuff from both of our trainers here.
How the fuck is that not a Steel type?
Their previous best achievement was, I believe, top 32 at the Bologna Special Championships last year.
Who's writing this shit, bro? What the fuck?
Special Championships.
Yo, come the fuck on, bro. You gonna piss me off.
It could be #1.
Could be indeed ever closer to crowning our champion here.
How do you look at Mega Golurk and go, yeah, that's a ground type?
That we've had. Should we maybe?
He can fucking fly.
Back to game 1 about what happened. I mean, thinking about that scenario that we had backwards and forwards where Lorenzo
it's made of clay. Oh god, I thought it was steel. Oh, it's a clay goal.
On the field for so long, and still Lorenzo being able to make something of that, make that really difficult for Louis, getting those swords dances up, just pressuring that.
Alright, I imported my Pokemon.
All of the damage down onto
bro, what the fuck right in Pokemon, bro?
Really impressive, and the way that Louis was able to navigate that.
That looks like a steel golem to me.
So nice to see. And we got a turn here coming up. This is about the middle point of game 1, where we've got some choices to be made here. Of course, the Kingambit is always threatening down a Sucker Punch into the Basque Legion, and that's something you've always got to be really fearful of, especially when Sneasler is putting the pin down onto
Sneasler.
And so when you're looking...
Alright, let's try Aggron then. Who the fuck looked at him and say, yeah. Brother, feel ground. Let my boy live. Let my boy live. I love my steel type. Y'all just wait for Metagross to come out, man. Y'all gonna hate me. I'll definitely slot Metagross into the second slot. Fire Punch. No, they all got crazy fire weaknesses. That's a Zard and best in the meta right now. I don't think they take away megas. I think they'll just add new mechanics. It might be a season where you can only use a specific mechanic, maybe. But I'm curious if they'll just let everybody have any mechanic, because we haven't had a season like that. I'm gonna have to copy somebody's Aggron team and only build on the Aggron. Hold on. I don't know how I'm supposed to be building this shit. Boy, if I type Mega Aggron into Twitter and I get porn, I'm tweaking.
Attacking.
Oh my gosh, shut up, bro. I don't want to see Mega Aggron porn. I don't want to see that shit. Wait, 189 speed Aggron? What are we doing? I gotta see these actually.
Most slept on anti-meta Pokemon right now in Pokemon Champions, and often punishes people if left unchecked. Bay's Aggron has always had a rough time in competitive due to it being a rock and steel type, making it quad weak to both fighting and ground type moves. However, it drops its rock typing completely, becoming a pure steel once Mega evolved, and gains a massive 230
I love his design.
base
I've always
stat,
loved his
as well as the
design, so I'm
ability
100% not
filter
mad
to
about
super
putting
effective
him on my
moves by
team.
25%. Currently in a metagame filled with hyper-offensive physical attackers, Mega Aggron set up to be the wall it was always meant to be.
I used him a lot in Legends ZA tournaments where you could just sit on people.
Countering common threats like Garchomp or Sneasler, and effectively walling and easily eliminating opposing Mega Tyrannitars in the format. However, one of its downsides is that it has a very abysmal speed stat of only 50. Now that does set it up to be very effective in Trick Room. However, with common mods in the format such as Whimsicott and Farigiraf that also carry Trick Room, they can effectively counter that strategy and keep us stuck at our slow speed. So instead, I decided
Nah, I'm gonna start letting them Trick Room. Because I would bring Hydreigon to stop the Trick Room. I'm gonna put Aggron in front and dare you to Trick Room.
a strategy to turn the wall into a speeding train with the help of Alakazam. Alakazam has one of the highest speed stats in Champions and also has access to the move Speed Swap as well as the ability Inner Focus. This allows it to completely dismiss fake outs from opposing teams and freely give its speed to Aggron to allow it to be one of the fastest mons on the field. That paired with its moveset of Iron Defense, Body Press, and Heavy Slam, it allows it to easily spam set up Iron Defense and get off massive boosted Body Presses or freely get off Heavy Slams on Meta Fairy type Pokemon like Mega Floette. And if it so happens that Mega Aggron's hit by Intimidate spammers, looking at all of you that use Incineroar, a max defense boosted Body Press simply doesn't care about attack drops and easily destroys anything that it touches. So in this video, we're gonna rev up that freight train.
He just wanted to do it. It doesn't need speed, he just wanted to do it.
Unfortunately, no one will be able to stop it. Now,
This team looks disgusting. Fuck out of here. This team looks fucking disgusting. Do a Shofu cook. So let's take this. This is what we need, is a slow Aggron. So let me copy this code. What is it? DAJ5E9. SNWX. But the only thing I actually want to train is the aggro. I don't want any of my other mons getting changed. This looks so silly. Chat, there's no way this fucking works. This looks so fucking stupid. What about Scizor, bro? I have 4 Sneaslers because he kept popping up. I'm pretty sure all of those Sneaslers are from the recruitment lineup. And only one of them I called in mine, which was the shiny one. Not enough Sneaslers. It's because every team runs Sneasler. So I'm like, I could never have enough Sneaslers or Incineroars. Because every team runs it. What's Sneasler? Come on, bro. And literally every team runs Sneasler and or Incineroar. So like, if you ever see him on the lineup and you don't know what else to take or there's nothing else you want, just take one of those. Oh fuck, I'm crying. That's what. Oh fuck. Yes, I've been enlightened to the power of Sneasler. I did not catch this Pokemon in fucking Cobblemon. I should have caught him. He's kind of fuck that. Oh god, that's funny. If we do doubles on Cobblemon, son, I'm just building my fucking champions team. We should play on champions rules. Oh god, that's funny. So I'm changing my Scarf Hydreigon for Mega Aggron. This makes me lose my priority fire type moves, but I also lose him getting one shot. I can always swap him in. So I can always lead with something else, swap him in for the defense. Just making sure it's not a rock type weakness. And instead of swapping in Rig, I could even lead with Rig, to be honest. I could... Oh, there's so much shit I could do. Let me build this team again on another slot because I don't want to fuck it up. Actually, I could just edit it and put the Hydreigon in the different slot. If we go too far down, I'll just experiment in player matches, but I do want to try it rank. Because he could maybe go in that Glamora slot, but Glamora does so much for me. So Aggron is with a fighting type and a steel type move. Kills what? What is he strong against? Fighting type and a steel type move. What all can he kill with that? What all types are weak to fire and steel? I guess not fire, so guys. Fighting and steel. And anything neutral to it. I guess. Because nothing's gonna... If it doesn't resist him, it'll probably die anyway. My microphone must have died. So I'm just running through what he has. I'm looking at Thunder, and I'm like, if he was a special attacker, I'd give it to him, because all these range teams, nobody would expect it. Rain Dance, Tyranitar, Rain Dance, Thunder, Tyranitar? Chill, nobody would expect it. Why does he have that? The fuck is a meteor beam? I've never even heard of that move. Bro knows Shadow Claw. I'm just looking at what he knows. I'm not changing anything. Hey, it doesn't give me too much advice, bro. No, fuck around and find out. Last time he told me to put in a Pokemon, he fucking died. I kind of fuck with you on that one for a while. That's an interesting idea. He knows dragon type moves. He knows Outrage. I'm just looking at what he does know for possibilities, just in case. He knows Crunch. Because the slot I'm putting him in is my dragon killer. But Gardevoir is a dragon killer, so I'm not really worried about it so much. Hydreigon is my steel killer. And my grass killer. Like Hydreigon, that fire punch, man. Screech might actually be fucking meta, honestly. We know dark moves. We got Brutal Swing and Crunch. So, considering what I run into, then yeah, I can do something different. This is literally Metagross placeholder. Like, what are we running Protect for? It might, I mean, I get it, because sometimes he might need to stall a turn. Poison can't do anything to him. This is an interesting team. Fuck it, we ball. No, it's fine. Because that one match that I fought where I was like, I really don't want to bring Gardevoir to this, made me start thinking. We need the opposite. Let's ask Chat GPT. What's the opposite mega to protect and cover Gardevoir? Oh, Charizard team. So I don't even need him. This is just instinct Lamora. Most times I won't fucking need him. No testing casuals? Not really. Most of the time I won't need him is the thing. Like, he's just filling a slot that I don't use very often. If I Dragon it in Glamora, I probably bring the least. I don't know, I think I bring my fish the least, to be honest. What do I use Basculegion in? I never bring him. I bring him very often for like fish on fish or like something weak to water. I don't know. Most things that are weak to water are also weak to rock though. Alright, so 100% we fucking kill the Whimsicott for existing. And Spiky Shield the Rock Slide. If the Whimsicott protects this turn, I'm smoked. So, does he know? Scizor can work? I was thinking about Scizor. No, it doesn't. That's what I bought Talonflame for. Sometimes he doesn't kill it though. Tailwind does not go first. We're both priority, but my Talonflame is faster. So he gets the Tailwind, but I might Trick Room him since I didn't get mine. That's literally what I have. What the fuck? He thought I was gonna Tailwind. Are you sure about that? Brother, what is your team? Yo, you just fucked yourself. Hello? I'm about to bring Gardy in. Are you sure about that? He really thought I was about to Tailwind. Nobody expects the acrobatic. No, specifically Talonflame, no item, acrobatics will go first and usually kill the Whimsicott. But that's a beefy Whimsicott, so it doesn't always die. I don't think many people run Talonflame in this way though. Like, I bring Talonflame specifically for, if not just a Tailwind, dealing with grass types. You're not gonna survive this anyway. I don't know what you encored me for. Wow, that's a beefy Garchomp! He can't Trick Room now, though. His Trick Room user is dead. Please don't poison me. Nice. I have my swap in. You Trick Roomed me, bro. You kicked your own ass. Why would you do that? Bro thought he was outplaying me and played himself. Oh my god, the horse avoided it. Brother, why did you Trick Room? Looking at my team. Did you not look at my team? Team really expected that Tailwind. That's not dead. This must be Yu-Gi-Oh! Ikor, I know you wasn't watching that whole time. He thought he was outplaying me because he thought I was going to Tailwind. Because nobody expects my Talonflame to just gun it for their plant types. But if I see a fucking... If I see... a motherfucking, whatchamacallit? Oh my god, it's dead. If I see a motherfucking Whimsicott on the enemy team, and that's the first thing that I see. The first thing I'm doing is bringing my talent point. Because I'm gonna kill it. Just to stop you. Same priority, faster. Possibility of one-shotting. Now the amount of people who use like priority moves in front of my horse is crazy. I had a dude last night try to use sucker punch like 3 times in front of my horse. I'm like, there's no way he's just not reading. All right, what we got here? This is a Glamora game. Is this the kind of game? No. If there's a Zard, I'm definitely not bringing Aggron. It's Glamora. Glamora Gardevoir. I'll Trick Room if I have to. I might put Hydreigon back in Bastion spot, to be honest. I don't think Hydreigon plays into this team anyway, though. If there's a team that makes me miss Hydreigon, then I might try him in Rescue Legion slot instead. Alright, so he goes for Aurora Veil Fake Out. If I do Tailwind, swap Glamora to Farig so his Fake Out fails. I mean, just to play damage. I mean, I was double attacking into him though. Just to make sure he dies. No, that was a Gengar. It wasn't Farig, it was Gengar. Was it Farig? I thought it was Farig, right? Because he was trying to Trick Room when I wanted to stop him. He can't Veil here? Why not? So Icy win? Oh, mine. Oh, you tweak it. Oh, I need snow. I didn't know Aurora Veil needed snow. Oh, this gonna hurt, chat. Ah, it left me. Okay, I'm getting free turns, so I can't be mad at free turns. Oh my god! Holy fuck, that fucking hurt like a bitch. Yo, that fucking hurt. Yo! I didn't think Calm Mind was gonna hurt that much on my horse. What's she weak to? Poison, right? That's a fairy type, ain't it? Oh, fuck. Oh my god, that fucking hurt. Farig lived though, so oh my god. I don't have anything for water types. I only have... I expected to protect. He's gonna try to kill Lemur, but she can't. There's no way he tailwinds, right? You fucking... I want a Trick Room, but I might not make it. He can't kill Glamora unless he double attacks it. This is dangerous. I might lose this. I don't know who's faster or not. Fuck around and find out. Oh my god, he's throwing. He can't kill Glamora. She's gonna die. I'm faster. What? It didn't even do much damage. Christopher Ray. This is so bad for me. She needs to survive for the trick room. If I can trick room, I can win. Maybe. I hadn't considered her being a fairy. This actually might have been an Aggron game. Yeah, for real. This might have been an Aggron game. I hadn't considered. Cause I never have problems with her. Gardy might die for the Hyper Blaze. Oh god, that's annoying. Fuck yeah, I'm done. One, I should have probably attacked the Pelipper the turn that she protected. For sure. I think I could have killed her if I attacked the Pelipper on the turn that she protected. Alright, that makes sense. I won't underestimate her anymore. Oh, are they battling? Forgot we were watching the championship. They are.
Those knees are not focused, Sash. As a parting shot
His
now
game
coming
too.
out, dropping the offensive pressure that Marco's own Incineroar is exerting. And now Giuseppe will have to reveal the final Pokemon from the back. Which one is it to be? It's going to be the Whimsicott again. Tailwind and Earthquake your way through. It could be just what Giuseppe needs. The parting shot, Whimsicott not going to be hitting as hard as once it was with those Moonblasts. But if there's also a Floette in the back, then it's still boosting, well, the Fairy Aura, not an option anymore because, of course, the Mega Evolution been spent.
It's the Mega Gengar
so
team versus Megazard.
Which Pokemon will be coming in Incineroar stead. There's only one in the back. We will have the reveal of all four. And will it be enough to take Marco through undefeated into our semi-finals?
Yeah, it's like crazy how close this game has been so far. It's that King Gambit that did so well for Marco in game one. There's a perish timer on Garchomp going down to 2, and so
who am I usually bringing Dask
sure
into?
that he brings out that Garchomp
If it's
enough.
too many dark types for Hydreigon,
here with the King Gambit coming in,
I might put Hydreigon back and take Dask off.
Before has to go out and then come back in later to reset the perish counters. Like, hey, I've got a King Gambit here and I'm ready to take that Defiant boost.
Goodness gracious me, that's exactly what's going to happen. Incineroar coming back in now too, and this means that Garchomp,
but if it's a Trick Room team more than it is Tailwind,
switching out, coming in
it would make sense.
So
if I Tailwind Aggron, is he going to be faster than anything?
Marco's King Gambit now. Is that going to be what seals the deal for Marco heading into the semi-finals? Now attempting an encore onto the Incineroar that was once a different Pokemon is not going to be locked into any moves whatsoever as King Gambit gets boosting.
It's like 7 p.m.
Physical offense.
Nah, it's not late at all.
With that Swords Dance, it's now at +3.
Yeah, +3 is very, very dangerous as far as King Gambit goes. And
+3 King Gambit? Oh no.
Too much offensive prowess. The Intimidator coming down onto the board as well. And so, yeah, this Incineroar on Marco's side is going to have to maybe put some pressure
Sizzler
down
could definitely work
on Giuseppe's to be able to keep this King Gambit safe enough to be able to.
I don't like shiny Sizzler though.
Down.
Marco's Incineroar the faster, as we saw earlier.
I'll take a regular
game,
Sizzler.
Fake out down. Now the Moonblast just chipping away over at Marco's
shiny Sizzler like fucking
here. So
like
the
Kiss Yellow or some shit.
Side. The Kowtow Cleave at +3. How much will it do to this Incineroar? It's still so much damage, even though it was once so healthy.
It's green.
It's like, yeah, and you know
yeah, no, I'll just take regular
Sizzler.
Will
go down to the Kowtow Cleave.
The future of the past, the future. So I'm 11 hours ahead of East Coast.
Reposition against this King Gambit in any way, shape, or form? The Whimsicott does have the ability to protect, the Incineroar does not, and so if you don't switch the Whimsicott out, then the Kowtow Cleave can just go straight down into this Incineroar, easily pick up a knockout. If you switch out the Incineroar into Garchomp, well, the Garchomp goes down, and then the Incineroar comes back in and gives this King Gambit a little bit more of a boost. Sucker Punch, though, going into this King Gambit there, the parting shot, the move of choice to try to get out of dodge.
Moonblast once more just chipping away, and it won't be able to take one more of those. Parting shot onto the Incineroar Marco side, meaning that Garchomp can come back in. It will have to take a big amount of damage potentially from this King Gambit as it does so, but the Garchomp loves to see a King Gambit in front of it. But is it going to be enough to be able to claim the KO? The parting shot now on the Garchomp as well.
In Asia? Southeast Asia?
The Garchomp was coming into that
90, 91, 92, 90, 90, 90. I'll look at it right now. Guarantee you, 90 all week. Rain. It's going to rain.
Fighting an active fake out onto the next turn. So now the trainers will have to lock in with all of this information.
91, 92, 91, 92, 91, 90, 91, 90, 92, 93.
Rotating around,
rain. 80%, 75%, 85%, 90%, 90, 85, 70.
The Sucker Punch mind game and being able to get the parting shot.
It's hot and rain. What do you mean?
This is the main way
that's every day.
King Gambit can the Giuseppe can pressure down this King Gambit, but because of the parting shot dropping the attack down on the Garchomp and the ability for it to come in this turn, we need a critical hit.
That's the forecast for the
Giuseppe
week.
realizing that it has to come back for now. Give this Defiant boost another one on Marco's side, and then try again a little bit later.
So I believe we're talking a +4 King Gambit at this point. Whimsicott will be protecting here. The White Herb activating finally on that Sneasler. The Sucker Punch attempted now, but it's not going to work.
For the
Diaclaw also attempted.
kilometer translation.
That's not going to work either. Yes, we'd expect this pivoty kind of play from trainers at this late stage of the tournament. Top 8 here at the Turin Special Championships. Marco already a game up, but which of these trainers is going to be sealing their spot in the semi-finals?
It's so tough, but Marco's definitely in the driving seat in this game. Just needs to connect one of these Sucker Punches or Kowtow Cleaves into one of Giuseppe's Pokemon to be able to take it all the way. And then you can just carry on going for your...
Yeah, you get one or the other, hot or rain, or both.
Into a Garchomp that
probably both, all week.
Switch, only has offensive moves and protect, and yeah, eventually you run out of protect. Eventually, to be fair, you also run out of Sucker Punches there. Diaclaw going into the Sneasler, locking it. No, Encore going into the Sneasler, locking into Diaclaw.
Locking it into Diaclaw, but Diaclaw is not the worst move to be locked into by any means. No. Sure, it might not be doing too much damage to something like the Garchomp, but it could still, of course, get those status conditions going. The Kowtow Cleave now. Whimsicott is brought down to 1 HP. The handshake is already exchanged here. Whimsicott is brought down to its focus sash. It looks like the forfeit might already be locked in, and we have a winner of our top 8 here in Turin. It's going to be Marco Silva in our semi-finals.
Boy, is he balling? Are we balling? I mean, I ain't mad at you.
All the way into the top
I wear a hat.
What style to
or I'm cutting my hair off.
Well,
when I ever started balling, bro, wearing a hat or I'm cutting my shit off.
I think the team that he's using really
you gotta let it go.
Suit him. He was using Calyrex for a lot of the Regulation G, Regulation I, Scarlet and Violet era.
You can't stress what I meant it fucking is. Alright, let's go. See, I kind of don't want to bring Gardevoir to this. Do I have any weakness on Aggron here? No, right? I mean, I could deal with the Sneasler pretty easily. I could deal with the Garchomp pretty easily. I could deal with... I don't know. It's not that bad. I can kill her ops really easily. I'm most worried about the King Gambit, which should be my Fire Slug. Fuck it. Let's try it. Oh, he's trolling. I do, yeah. Some Gambits do run low kick, yeah. Tailwind Rock Slash, I mean, wait, double Rock Slide? Oh my god. Yeah, Tailwind Rock Slide. I should have just Trick Room, to be honest. I probably should have just Acrobatics, Gym him, just to get the kill. Made sure he killed me. He fucking Dragon Danced in front of me? Are you stupid? I'm gonna get the Acrobatics into Garchomp. And I'm gonna get the... Actually... No, let's get the Acrobatics into you. And I'm gonna Spiky Shield, so I don't take anything on my Sash. Yeah, whatever's coming in, gonna take damage. Sneasler, he might fucking die. Nice, thank you. Oh my god, free. Holy shit, thank you. So much value on my bird. You can kill it now. Alright, he comes in. Is that a fairy? Did I just see a fairy? Don't you click that mega button. I'll kill it. Dead is crazy. That's not a fairy? Doesn't it turn fairy when it megas? Does she not turn fairy when she megas? It's ghost. I thought she turns fairy. Okay, it's just a ghost. Still ghost eyes. Okay. Oh well. So what makes the steel ice? You better protect. I should have doubled into the Garchomp. That would have been a smarter idea. How much does this do? Damn, that fucking hurt! Yeah, I definitely should have brought Gardevoir. I gotta kill him. He's too dangerous. Is your Aurora Veil? Ah, come on, buddy. Dead, bro. Fuck, man, that flinch, bro. No, so even with King Gambit, I definitely still should have brought Gardevoir. Honestly, I maybe should have even brought the fish. I didn't even look at. Yeah, I'm cold here. Garchomp's never been a problem since I didn't bring Gardevoir. And I still could have had Hydreigon. I think taking Basket Legion out is the better choice though. What? No, I wouldn't have brought Vast to this because he'd have got fucked by the Frostlass. Honestly, I probably should have led Gardevoir into this. No, I think I let it. I just didn't deal with the Garchomp fast enough. And Gardevoir definitely should have came to this match. We'll see again. I need to be careful bringing Garchomp into ground type. Or at least need to stack his defense early. I probably need to lead him. To be honest. I don't know if you could kill Aerodactyl though, because I called the lead correct and almost killed the Aerodactyl, but I need to double into it. I probably should have doubled into it. Scarf, Bass, Fallen, and Stronger Flat. I probably need to for Frostlass specifically. I'm not running Scarf on him though. I probably should put it on him since I'm not using it on Hydreigon now. Scizor and Aggron slot. So what does Scizor give me? I'm gonna try that too. Gotta hit that iron defense for sure, yeah. So he's gonna try to put me to sleep. Guaranteed. Ain't shit. And maybe he's gonna go for a Tailwind. Gardevoir is fine in this. He's gonna try to Trick Room. I can't stop it without Hydreigon. If he's gonna Trick Room, then I'm bringing Aggron. He's gonna try to put me to sleep and Trick Room at the same time. He's only weak to fire? I mean, I wasn't using Hydreigon as a defensive choice. We were just using him to kill things. Alright, so I need to grab a Scizor too. I'm pretty sure I have one in Legend. Scizor is one of my favorite Pokemon anyway. I've always enjoyed him. Yeah, Vivillon Blastoise. What I tell you guys? Somebody asked me today, what's my most annoying team? And I answered, Vivillon Blastoise. I'm doubling into it. I don't give a fuck. That shit is annoying. You an asshole for playing this team. Let's take some of that health down. Oh boy, here we go. Shell Smash Blastoise. We just lowered your own defense though. Thank you! Yeah, fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here. I'm running that cheese ass fucking strategy, son. Yeah, nah, there's no way he gets anything off. Nah, fuck the Vivillon. I'm one-shotting that shit every time I see it. Anytime I see it. I tried playing with it and I found it to be too slow, to be honest. Even with a scarf. What's up, Clay? Alright. Definitely an Aggron game. Holy fuck. I might even lead him. I might put Basque in the back. Alright, like I'm going nowhere. Oops. Scizor Bullet Push also would be nice. Scizor might be actually genius. B is cooking. He's slower than I think too. Trick Room isn't bad for him. He's even slower than Gardevoir, I think. Maybe? Mega Scizor, I don't know if Mega Scizor is slower than Mega Gardy. I think he is. Mega Scizor is slower than Mega Gardy? That's crazy. Cause he looks like a speed machine. No, this is a good choice. We're along the same lines of like, I should probably be using a steel type in that slot. It wasn't a bad choice by any means. I'm clicking Iron Defense. I think Bug Bite is good against Trick Room teams. Scizor can one-shot, Parade. And that's what I was using High Dragon for. I don't know if I would have time to ever set up one him. So I don't know if I would run the sword dance. I guess nobody can kill him without fire. There's no way he doesn't protect on Frostlass. And stealing berries, true. Please live Talonflame. That would be so epic. Did you just flash cannon into fucking Aggron? What are we doing right now, brother? Alright, now I fucking kill Aggron. I'm really not worried about her. Yeah, I need a bigger aggron. I'm gonna go farm aggrons tonight. This is an alpha! IQ too high, bro, shut up. He really wants him gone. Oh, he was a rock type. He just saw the super effective button and said, fuck it, we ball. Wow, you're so lucky I didn't acrobatics that slot. You still die anyway. Oh wow, are you dead? Oh, I got a free bird turn. Oh my god, he fucking died! Oh, that's so fucking nice to feel. One-shotting Arch is fucking crazy. You can't even fake me out now. Nah, Aggron Scizor. Both of these slots, either one might work, to be honest. So what is weak against bug type moves? Very curious. My iron defenses. Dark and psychic. She did nothing. Dark psychic grass. That's actually really fucking good. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Aggron's kind of smoking right now. Nah, I can't swap both. I might have put the High Dragon back on. And there's no point in having both though. They accomplish the same goal. The tiles are broken? Oh, oops. I wonder how long they've been broken for. There we go. Honestly, what's stopping me from just leading for Rig Aggron? Unless they got something crazy to lead. I do need to be scared of Garchomp. I didn't know if I needed to be scared of him or not. Hello? What just killed me? I looked away. Oh, look who's in the alpha. Special attack is his weakness. I see. I should put the scarf on my Basket Legion. I'm not sure I win this, to be honest. Give me special defense. I gotta check his stats. Damn, she's faster. Oh my god, she's too weak. Let's go. Kill. Oh, I attacked the wrong one! Oh, that's so not fucking good. I think I wasn't looking when I clicked. Oh, you killed anyway. Never mind. Oh my god. Oh my god. Farig would have killed that turn anyway. Never mind. Hey there, Insanity. What's up? It was Rage Powder. Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna be reading chat and shit. Alright, Aggron did pretty well right there. Okay, so I gotta be careful of special attack. And I gotta be careful of ground? Yeah. Yeah, you got your Aggron win. Let's check if the tournament is back up. It is. While that happens, I'm gonna go get my Scizor from Legends as well. And we'll try Scizor in the same slot. What's up, Insanity? We're kind of building my Gardevoir team up while watching BGC Day 2 at the same time. Gardevoir School Villain. We saw this team earlier. Lycanroc? In top 8? Bro was cooking. Once you rank matches, hell yeah, keep going. You can do it.
Its defensive capabilities are incredible compared to what you would normally be used to with a max attack and max speed variant. So able to take those hits a lot better. And
I'm gonna get my Scizor out of that.
Recovery. Now, you would say the Lycanroc here is something we haven't actually seen on the broadcast, even though it's been a big talking point of this team, but it could come in quite useful in this matchup in particular if you are worried about that Mega Delphox, because the Frostlass, yes, you've got the Shadow Ball, but you're going to be hitting
the Rock Slide.
So in turn, to get the Shadow Ball off,
but
you
like,
have to take a Heat Wave.
Cleavor,
could be said with the Mega Scovillain that,
Aerodactyl,
spicy spray is
Hisuian Arcanine,
the Delphox, so you're pretty free to go for those Heat Waves. And then
Tyranitar.
Going to struggle to hit it with the
These are Rock Slide users, I see.
Interactions going on. We'll see how it plays out.
Here we go. Our third top 8 match.
Oh, priority Rock Slide sounds toxic. You guys should be running that, so you don't get killed by Glamora.
Yeah, here we go.
Because Tailwind,
in a position where it can
fucking Tailwind, Rock Gem, or Gem, whatever the fuck, just kills Aerodactyl. Sure, he has a sash, but if I decide to double him,
can't really rest too easy because the Scovillain has got access to that overheat, which would in turn put the
other side is Vivillon, Floette, Delphox, but they brought Delphox this time. This is the this is the Vivillon Delphox Floette team I was playing. Actually, he's probably the guy who made it. Bring your Mega and don't let them die. The team.
Of your game, especially when it comes to the hyper offense potential from both sides. Mega evolutions now proc from either.
There we go. That spicy spray. We've said it's not really going to affect the Delphox.
I'd like to see it win.
After that Mega Evolution, if the overheat is into that Sinistcha, we do see the Rage Powder redirection. It will be pulling all attacks from the 2 on Matteo's side onto it, protecting the Delphox as it does go for that nasty plot. +2 in that special attack, and then next turn it will be able to threaten both of these targets on Matteo's side.
That cup is dead, and that cup is hella dead.
Already redirection support number 1 is off the field for Arish's side.
If the fucking you're dead. Oh my god.
Wow, so much momentum lost.
Yeah, you got hard called out. Oh my god, you got called out on turn 1, bro. Forfeit.
If you lose that momentum, this is probably game over for you.
Yeah, normally situations here you would.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh god. No.
capitalize off of a read there, but Mattel
No.
matched him with the immediate overheat and most importantly, the speed interaction of the Scovillain going first, getting the KO.
That's what I was going to say. This Basket Legion's very slow, and this scenario here isn't something that you commonly see.
Mouthhold, bro, not the cup. You both weak to the same fucking Pokemon.
And then the overheat afterwards, and that's the sacrifice for the nasty plot.
Fuck no, man. That shit was hilarious.
Trained their team. The Basket Legion going
Mouthhold, bro.
Was
Mouthhold, bro.
Cost of that turn where the overheat was enough to get the Sinistcha, open the door up for that Basket Legion to take a clean knockout onto the Delphox, giving Arash.
Oh my god, that was funny.
To pull this game back.
Oh my god.
And that was such an immediate upset. I don't think we've seen
that's a killer
forfeit, at least in the current season. Arash just wanting to say, right, let's just get to brass tacks. I know the game's over. We need to go back to the drawing board, and I need to really reevaluate what to do against that now that he knows the speed interaction of the training.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at other options here for outside of that redirection, right? And you've got to really kind of keep in check that Basket Legion if you suspect the Scovillain Basket Legion lead. Well,
I mean, at least the Mouthhold wouldn't die from a single hit from either one of those Pokemon.
But the problem is the Rage Powder.
I did see Mega Raichu's ability.
And then free up that Wave Crash to then go in.
Yeah, expect to see that a lot more. None of my team is particularly weak to electric type.
Through that, it's very, very difficult to get around.
If anything, brother, just give me Mega Metagross and I swear I don't give a fuck.
Is going to be able to take the attacks a little bit better than that Delphox just because of the super.
Please, bro, I need it, man.
That is going to get you.
He would fit in this slot so perfectly right now that I'm trying to put a steel type into. Mega Metagross will be perfect in this slot right now. Fire Punch, Earthquake, Zen Headbutt or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Mattel now leading with the King Gambit and the Sneasler. Bit of a change up.
Meteor Mash, Fire Punch, some crazy shit.
The Mouthhold, which isn't going to go down to an overheat from the Mega Scovillain.
Now you've got that nice active fake out from the Sneasler, so you'll be able to prevent that.
Bro, I need my Metagross, bro.
At least for this turn. It puts a bit of a hold on Arash being able to go.
No guard, Zap Cannon, 160 base special attack. One shot that motherfucker.
Because you need that
Tailwind and one shot him.
To be able to get through these opposing threats. Now the King Gambit in a spot as well where it is going to be threatened by a heat wave from the Delphox, but probably not likely to go down. So you've got an option where you could go for the double up into the Mouthhold if you suspect that protect that we see from the Delphox.
Yeah, wanting to play safe, especially after that game one, turn one, that, was the only turn that played out, really. And you want to make sure that, obviously, you don't allow any openings from Mattel's side with that fake out. It is a Swords Dance King Gambit, so if he wanted to get a bit frisky there, he could have gone for the setup, but no reason because he knows what the priorities are. Get rid of the redirector.
Yeah, and now this Mouthhold in a position where it is
Trick Room redirect.
Down at the Sneasler.
One shot him on the next turn.
Does have the Chopple Berry, so it's got a little bit of alleviation from the close combat that would otherwise be so
threatening. Or priority him.
Then open the door for the Delphox. We're seeing
Talonflame acrobatics.
Will naturally outspeed the Sneasler.
Somebody survives because he's probably gonna attack the Talonflame. He has to attack the Talonflame or he dies next turn. That will be my strategy immediately. If I just saw it, I'm acrobaticsing him on the first turn. I'm tailwinding first turn. If he doesn't kill me, my Talonflame, then he gets hit next turn for double. If he does, then I bring somebody in and we just double him.
Not enough to pick up the KO, but this may well be a double up focus here. There's no reason not to go for it. You need to start getting rid of the redirecting support on Arash's side. Kowtow, it's going to come through.
Yeah,
and now we have got a Sneasler, which, worth noting, is gonna be able to outspeed the Delphox because of the close combat into White Hope proc of the Unburden ability.
Yeah, now the Sneasler in a position where it doesn't really need to worry about
Sneasler
before getting too much
unburdened.
Coming onto the field now.
He's not burdened anymore.
In a really awkward spot, especially after that nasty plot, because a heat wave coming out here will be very detrimental. But you've got to be very wary as well about the fact that if you do allow the Delphox to take a dire claw, then there are going to be consequences potentially to secondary effects there. That's why their Sinistcha is there to try and redirect. But we're seeing the Sneasler just protect, wants to stick around for an extra turn.
Yeah, for sure. I think that base strategy works on either. I mean, it works on most Pokemon that I can't deal with. Unless he's got an AoE to just one-shot both of my mons. I can usually trade or almost trade with somebody, or at least trade
is going to
priority and get my tailwind up. Because you can't really stop me from getting tailwind up. Talonflame's too fast, priority, flying type move. And I can stop any priority move from happening by switching in for a...
Flying away, yeah, it's on the broomstick. But now the Basque Legion coming onto the field, it's going to have the same issues what that King Gambit did. We know how slow it is. It's not going to be able to
the Malsa, the fucking...
that Delphox, but it is going to
this Floette Delphox team is Protect Mr. President, the team.
Of course, Last Respect's going to be a little more powerful than it was the last turn because of the King Gambit going down. But are you going to be able to dispatch of this Sinister? And if the target is the Basque Legion with a size shock, it is +2, remember, it might have a chance to take it down.
Gonna have to find out very shortly. Rage Powder redirecting all of the shots except of the gunk shot, which does miss. Another miss. Heat wave on the Sneasler.
Oh my god.
Basque Legion, this is very huge because there's a very good chance the Heat wave actually
I think Sucker Punch was first.
Onto that Sneasler. Cassie Berry activation though. At 100 base power, more than handles all of that offense.
Yeah, no, that's really unfortunate. The Heatwave miss allows the Sneasler another shot at the gunk shot. So the Sinister really in a situation where, yes, it can pull away.
You want to talk about misses pissing you off? I got Core and B in the chat. I don't want to hear fucking shit. That's why I said, yo, Gardevoir is actually my ace right now. Metagross disappointed the fuck out of me in that tournament. I had to demo him to second slot. Gardevoir has been carrying me in champion. Brother, those were kills that I missed.
It's not enough to pick up the KO from that range. But the Side Shock, it does go for the Basque Legion. Of course, picking up the KO. This is an insanely powerful Pokemon. It's got +2.
I would have at least gotten third, maybe. I missed kills, man.
Final 2 Pokemon, but it's the
I mean, I did get third. I would have maybe gotten second.
Which makes it very difficult because you're going to have to.
I'm not mad at getting third though.
And the Sinister's not the Pokemon
man.
You to help get rid of that focus sash or break it at least so the Delphox has a freer in. And in the process, you can't redirect.
It was just a day. It was just one of those days. Some days you missed your moves. Some days you hit them all.
Could potentially just protect this turn, and you allow the Lycanroc to get that Rock Slide off and potentially pick up a knockout onto the Sinister as well in the process. Because, yeah, Lycanroc can hit very, very hard.
And this may be the case that I think both of our trainers are going to be hoping for.
I'm sending my Scizor over to Zod now.
Moves to miss and theirs to connect because you've got Heat Wave and the Rock Slide to contend with. Sinistra respecting the potential of an Accel Rocker. Even the Gunshot brings that Incineroar in revealed to be able to lower the damage output of both the Sneasler and that Lycanroc, as we've got the defensive play from the Delphox.
Yeah, really nice preserving of the Incineroar, but called the switch in there. The close combat into that Incineroar.
Toxic.
Great pickup.
Here we go. Now the question is Rock Slide or close combat goes for the Rock Slide, hoping at this range you're going to be able to pick a KO, but I don't think so because of the Intimidate. It survives on 8 hit points, and it's tough because what chance do you have if you make a read double CC into the Sinistra and there's no Incin there?
No, yeah, really risky to go for that there. The Delphox protecting, and now you've got the active fake out, so for at least one turn the Delphox can be protected, so to speak, from and break that potential slash on the Lycanroc. But both of the Pokemon, more importantly on Matteo's side, have that protect. So all you can do is just burn a turn of this fake out. And then we're back in the similar situation the next turn where the Lycanroc still has its sash intact. Now that Incineroar in a much worse position where a Rock Slide will knock it out. And then the damage from the Delphox. Of course, if it's taking damage already from a gunk shot, then it's probably going to be in range for that Rock Slide to pick it up, even at -1.
But you're going to have to make sure you are burning that fake out potential from Arish's side. There could have been a scenario where Arish could have tried to bring that Sinister in and preserve the fake out option later on, but
so next format should be a new meta. I'm pretty sure we're going into MB on the 17th, right? Because there's going to be a part 1 and a part 2 of each meta. So we might see a new mechanic.
On this Sneasler to allow it to
but they haven't promoted it, so I don't know.
It is threatened from the knockouts, but all it needs to do is get a little bit of damage onto it, so that then the Lycanroc can, in response, go after it with that Rock Slide, pick up potentially a knockout, and yeah, dwindling resources left on Arash's side. You're gonna have to hope for a miss from Matteo's end.
Sinister now comes back onto the field. Incineroar remaining at such low health in the back. Delphox following suit with the protect, like we said. Sinister is willing to go down now for the team. Question is, does Matteo let it and instead put it in an awkward spot where it cannot? If there's a rock slide miss, this might be good for Matteo, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Although it survives, that actually works against, I would say, Matteo, right? Or should I say Arash? Apologies.
Yeah,
Because there's no fake out available. Delphox is already protected.
Yeah, now you're in that awkward spot, but the Sinister can at least pull in. This actually works out a bit better for Arash, I think, because now you can utilize that Rage Powder to detract the damage from the Sneasler, which is the one thing that you're really worried about, right? Because I think Delphox will be able to take at least one rock slide, but probably
now, I appreciate you guys helping me get into Pokemon. We've been playing this shit for like 2 months now, including Cobblemon.
Will it be able to put it within range? No, the Delphox surely goes for the Psy Shock or tries to risk a Heat Wave. It has gotten poisoned. May put it within the range. Heat Wave double connects. Sneasler is out for the count, but the Lycanroc, and there was a critical hit as well. I don't think that would have mattered at that point. Lycanroc, 42 hit points. This is looking like Arash surely is going to be able to bring this back unless there's a double KO. There isn't. Delphox survives, but because of the poison, maybe put in an awkward spot, but let's not forget, actually, Sinister jumps back in, has
he is poisoned.
Yeah, which might just put it...
Oh, it just survived.
Yeah, this is going to be very, very close. We'll see. The hospitality will restore 25% of the health on this.
I was into Pokemon. Yeah, I didn't... I realized I wasn't being sweaty enough when I saw how into Pokemon you were.
Very close. But if you're protecting,
I'm like, my whole team is sweaty except for one Pokemon. Or it's like, no, your entire team needs to be sweaty.
You just attack
or I'm gonna steamroll you.
I think, and hope that the Lycanroc does protect there. So Psyshock, Life Dew, Arash should have this locked up.
There's actually quite a few mind games here. It just depends on what risk each trainer is willing to take, and more importantly, Matteo in this scenario, because you need to commit with one of them. Lycanroc, there is a slight chance for you to be able to run away with this and get the 2.
I successfully defended my gym from like 4 battles. Cord came out and laughed at me.
Alright, so...
No, you pick one mon you like and you build around that. But even that's not strong enough for Kabitz to completely fucking meta team. I completely built around Metagross. Kyogre was a pick around Metagross. Or I would have gone with Ray for sure. But Kyogre was a better pick to go with Metagross than Ray.
More importantly, like you mentioned, Costa, to redirect that Rage Powder there and be able to pull away the potential threat of an Accelerock, which was present on that Lycanroc.
It really did come down to the wire in so many ways. At some point, I started losing my mind in terms of like, oh wait, who's this good for? Oh, who's it bad for? It just worked out in a way where there was also RNG potentially to factor in, and obviously Arash needed to make sure there's no Dark type on the other side of the field so he can lock in with that 100% accurate Psy Shock to finish off the game.
Yeah, of course, and you know, I think that the Sinister...
You guys gonna play Cobblemon 1.0 with us? We got a server. We're gonna reset it for the 1.0.
In that scenario, if it goes down, you get the Incineroar back on the field. You've got a fresh fake out to go forward with. But I think at the same time...
Yeah, we gotta do doubles next time. So Cora can run his... We should do doubles on Pokemon Champions. Because I don't want to fight no fucking Among Us, the fucking Raikou, what's Raikou's like Paradox, fucking Ogrepine. I'm thinking the most meta sword shit I could think of. Shadow Rider, fucking... What else is meta in, not sword, Scarlet and Violet?
I think you still got to feel confident. I think it was so fast-paced that first game. I think Arash really got
Sneasler, fucking...
there, definitely not allowing that to kind of play out like it did in game 2 and adjusting way
with Rhydon? I'll be damn with Rhydon in doubles.
Again, Matteo very bold in some of the calls that they're making, so Arash has to be careful not to overextend themselves or put anything.
I mean, Cobblemon makes the updates that Champions makes, so they'll probably update Raichu too.
When you could get punished, and with a team like Arash is playing, where your centerpiece.
It's a community bond pack. We just got a couple extras.
Victory or not.
I've been itching to go back a little bit.
At all costs, which he did so well with that Delphox in that last game.
I got so many games I'm playing though. I need to start my Dark Souls run through.
Will be decided. We're gonna change up from Mateo's side. The Frostlass is on the field.
He actually brought it back after getting smoked in game 1.
Aggressive start, but potential Aurora Veil setup.
Alright, I got Scizor in Champions. I'm gonna work on his stats.
Yeah, really nice adjustment here from Mateo. Going to be able to make her evolve that Frostlass, like you say, get the Aurora Veil, which is going to be so useful.
It's just really fun though. Like, I like strategy games. There's not many EDP strategy games.
Fake out. It is also like it's Frostlass partner going to be able to move without having to worry about this.
You got Yu-Gi-Oh, but like, fuck that shit, bro. Never would I ever compete in that fucking game, bro.
Which makes it
Yu-Gi-Oh pissed me the fuck off, bro. I can't. No, bro. Because the ideal gameplay is like not letting your opponent play at all.
Yeah, it's a lovely little situational pin in terms of I could get one trade off.
I don't care what happens in Pokemon, unless you just absolutely fuck up, you go and get a chance. This meta makes me want to end myself. It's pretty frustrating. But as somebody with probably less experience at Pokemon, it's fine for me. I'm just learning what's happening in front of me.
The next turn where the Delphox is still on the field. Parting shot very useful, but that Aurora Veil going to pay dividends for the next few turns, especially knowing how already defensively built that Basculegion is on Mateo's side, and it's now in a position where it can this next turn go for that threatening damage alongside maybe a Shadow Ball into that Delphox, but smartly done by Arash, using the parting shot, lowering the attack power on that Frostlass, so it's not going to be hitting or be as much of a threat this next turn. And also you've got the Intimidate to cycle in again this next turn to further reduce the attack power of that Basculegion if you need be.
And we do have
my aggro on special defense actually was maxed out. He still got hit really hard with that Shadow Ball.
Allowing Delphox to sponge up those attacks quite handsomely. However, the Basculegion is still wanting to get damage, even though at -1 attack.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think even at -1, it's still going to be hitting like a truck. And now we do see Arash commit to the Mega Evolution, not switching the Delphox out, wants to keep it on the field and start that momentum shift.
Follow me, redirection, making sure the Delphox does not fall victim to any sort of powerful water-type moves whilst getting its sort of plotting going. +2 special attack. Blizzard hoping to be able to deal good damage onto the Mousehold, followed up by what I'm assuming going to be the Wave Crash. You want to try to get rid of that redirection support. Mousehold survives on 25, and this so far is going according to plan, I'd say, from Arash's side.
Yeah, being able to get the Mousehold in, that follow me, and getting that nasty plot set up, it kind of supersedes almost the Aurora Veil, where you can start getting that big damage onto the opposite side of the field. And now the Mousehold is in that position where it is going to leave the Delphox vulnerable to the Basculegion here. If it stays on the field, goes for another follow me, it will go down to a Blizzard, and then that Wave Crash becomes active into the Delphox. So Arash needs to readjust their position here. Do you bring maybe something like the Incineroar back onto the field? But no, Protect's coming out and just a follow me.
Oh wow, this may be very crucial. It depends. Heatwave does double connect onto the Frostlass. It picks up the KO. This means the Basculegion will not be able to hit the Mega Delphox in anticipation of the Mousehold going down previously. Wave Crash will get rid of the Mousehold, but is this too little, too late? The Mega Delphox has been given that room to be able to get those very powerful moves off.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to stop now, especially if the Incineroar comes in, drops another Intimidate, or if we've got that Sinister in the back for Arash, which you would expect it to be there. It's going to be able to come in and just soak up those threatening Wave Crashes with no trouble at all. And now
have you tried the T-Tar Steelix team that Wolfie was running?
Still doing a lot through that Aurora Veil, and that
pretty fucked up.
Only so many turns left before it does expire, and then you really become susceptible to taking the full brunt of those nasty plots.
Yeah, I think you are forced to bring in your Incineroar from Arash's side, further lowering the damage output of Basculegion, but most importantly, the Lycan Rod.
I think there's not too much flexibility in like anything above 2,000. Like my Gardevoir can probably make it to 2,000. But I think around like 1,500 to 2,000, you can basically play mostly meta in like one random ass fancy meta,
even though it's -2, it
kind of
still will
shit.
be doing respectable damage and putting it closer in range to maybe a rock slide the following turn. So I don't know if Matteo's going to allow the sash to be broken so freely.
There's a lot of weird things going around. I don't think the meta is as tight as it looks.
Get a little bit of health back, protect your
but it is pretty tight.
And then if we see what we're seeing now, then you've got a really good situation where you've got that redirection for the next turn that is going to be pivotal.
This could be quite detrimental as well. Exposing your Sneasler could be quite bad if there's no defensive play from the Delphox, but seems to be Arash wanting to play safe. He doesn't want to risk it. Matteo, at least in that interaction, getting the advantage as the Protect is technically back online from the Basque Legion due to it being the final Pokemon using Protect.
Yeah, that is very useful. But you've got the opportunity now. I think you can go for the fake out into that Delphox here if you're the Sneasler to at least slow it down this one turn. But is a last respect going to be enough to get the Sinister? You would say no, it's not. Is it worth then switching it out to get rid of those Intimidate drops? That could be an option. And then get the Lycanroc back online on the field, so it's got that Rock Slide active the next turn, which doesn't care so much about that redirection.
Okay, fake out onto the Delphox, dealing a bit of chip damage, which may or may not prove to be quite vital in the end phases of this game 3. Basque Legion going for the last respects will, of course, be proccing the Cassie Berry but dealing so little damage because of the Intimidate drops, as well as the halving of the damage output. Snow finally expiring, but most importantly, that Aurora Veil too.
Yeah, and unlike the previous game where the Sneasler was able to activate that White Herb, this is not the case now. This Sneasler will be slower than the Delphox and is in a clear position to get picked off by a Psy Shock into that slot. You've got no switches if you're Matteo either, so it is pinned almost at this point. It's an easy target here where the Basque Legion isn't really offering too much. You can just redirect those attacks with the Sinister and just keep it around on the field, that Delphox for another turn to allow it to take and make the most of these nasty plots that it's got set up.
Yeah, I think ever since you can guarantee a nasty plot setup and then put on so much pressure because of the speed advantage on your side, it should be so good for himself. But we see Arash actually celebrate with the Protect, which may be an indication of a Psy Shock going into the Sneasler, getting rid of that slot, outpacing it. That is so crucial for Arash's win conditions. Matteo now down to his final 2 Pokemon. Yes, Lycanroc does have the Focus Sash intact. However, this Delphox is remaining unchecked. It is the fastest thing on the field.
Yeah, now a Psy Shock into that Basque Legion, probably going to be enough to pick up the knockout from this range. And you've also got the player as well, just to protect your Delphox this turn, switch out your Sinister into the Incineroar, take the Basque Legion.
So, do I want to keep the Colbert Berry on my Basque, or do I want to give it a Scarf? Colbert Berry is really nice for him, though. He's not die. That's why he didn't die for the Frost Slash earlier.
And also, at any point, you can bring that Sinister back.
I think I'll keep it for now. But now nobody's wearing the Scarf.
Doing so well.
I should probably give it to him.
Going for the Protect again. We've got the Psy Shot trying to focus down. This may give Matteo a lifeline. Rock Slide!
Oh my god.
Was that a critical hit or was that just
I can't hear what he's saying over his fucking voice.
That is huge.
What? The ladder?
Coming out. It is going to break the Focus Sash on the Lycanroc.
Yo, somebody send this man some wrestling.
We're gonna have to find out. 30 HP remaining for the Lycanroc. He gets burned. Ash, what are you doing? That was filthy. And then they have just given him the progression in to the top 4.
Wow, what a turn. Did not expect the Delphox to just go for the attack and sit there, take the rock slide.
Bro just sounds like Wolverine, bro. He should have been the Wolverine voice actor.
Drop another all-important Intimidate. That active fake out. The Lycanroc is on a timer because of the burn and the star of the show. The claw.
Don't protect this turn. Why the fuck not? I mean, he's got a fake out.
Going to be able to hit super effective damage onto both the Basque Legion and this Lycanroc.
I think this is June.
Technically, with the Lycanroc, there could be an out because there's no Trick Room on the Sinister. I was going to say if you really wanted to risk the Protects there with the Rock Slide subsequent turn, but Lycanroc flinching, trying to go for the attack. Last respects, this is lower damage output. Not quite enough, even with 2 Pokemon down to bring it up to 150 base power. Matcha Gotcha does connect. It does get you the Lycanroc.
Oh my god.
20 hit point threshold.
That's game.
But this seems to be all over, Lee.
So close to being over. It looks like the headset's done from Mateo.
Yeah, he's leaving out. He's out of his chair.
Here. We're gonna have to wait for the turn to play out.
Oh,
but so close.
He's already taking his headphones off. And he forfeited already. Oh my god, the Delphox team moves on. I actually want to see it. Stretch? Okay. Oh my god. We got Delphox in the top floor. That's actually sick. Maybe I'm ass with this team.
There was times where it could have went either way. But Arash prevailing, coming out on top. And what a way to do it in.
Because honestly, Gardevoir can slot anywhere that Delphox slot. She's just slightly lower in all of her stats.
Early game of that game 3, it gives you so much offensive pressure. The fact that, like you mentioned earlier,
he's got to be high as shit, dog.
In order to allow the Sneasler
because he's tweaking.
So it was the fastest thing on the field at all times, and there was no direct form of speed control that Mateo could take advantage of.
No, they were relying on that so heavily, and it was really pivotal in that game 1 way.
Nah, he's high as shit, bro. He's tweaking.
Time and time again, where the redirectors were having to switch in and out. You had to try and get in a position where it protected that Delphox, avoiding that potential double up into it. And without that active in that last game, the Sneasler just fell afraid, and it just shows how important that was and how well Arash did to prevent that from being a situation.
I think we need to discuss about how long that Bascule Legion stayed on the field, Lee. And it was just taking all of the Intimidate drops over time, lowering its damage output to the point where Mateo was
I think Sylveon is even the same Gardevoir slot. It's Sylveon, Gardevoir, Floette, just decreasingly in speed. Somehow Sylveon is slow as fuck. Like, it don't make sense. It's a fucking dog. Why would it be slow?
I think got really caught off guard with the speed interactions there.
It's a dancing dog. It's the dancing dog. Bro, come on, son.
After that turn 1, but then the adjustment was so good, getting the room to get that nasty plot set up on the Delphox.
All right, I'm back. Well, I can help you get any mon you want. I got a pool of like a multiple of each meta Pokemon in like Za. Shit, if you really want some mons, just let me know. I went farming crazy for this dude. Alright, Scizor's on the team. Not shiny though. So no protect. Knockoff is crazy. This Scizor moveset is crazy. I mean, that's basically everything I was covering. Anyway. I might not need knockoff, but we'll see. Oh, sword dance. This I guarantee you I probably won't have time to set up on him. If I feel like it, I'll take off knockoff and put sword dance. Unless I'm leading him, I don't think I'll get to set up. Too high for Technician? What does that mean? What does Technician even do? I mean, he's gonna be Mega'd most times, so he's gonna lose that ability. What is Mega Scizor's ability? See, like, look at this shit, bro. This is a Scizor game. I see. What's Nega Scissor's special ability? Look at this shit, man. Okay, he doesn't change his ability. That sucks. I mean, it must be his special. Do I want to start Basque and Scizor in the back? I don't know if I should be leaving Scizor or not. We'll see. I could always swap him to Rig if I need it for the fake out. Why till Gengar? Nah, good start. He's gonna try to force the song. I think I double into him. Is he gonna protect Gengar and do Song when Polyto? This looks really cheese. I should have probably swapped for Rig just in case. So he can't fake me out next turn. Please don't click protect, bro. That would be really annoying. Fucking asshole, bro. Fuck it. Can I get the tailwind before he fucking kills me? I don't know how I survive. It's Sash Talon Slam. You better fucking withdraw. She fucking dodged it. It's crazy. Oh, because Scizor was losing accuracy. That's kind of annoying. He's trying to lower my accuracy. I'm definitely dropping frames right now. Oh boy, here we go. Oh boy, here we fucking go. I might need to reset stream and change my VPN. This swapping shit gonna piss me off. Here we go. He protects Gengar this turn. That's fine. I have Farig on team at least. I'll fix it in a bit, guys. You guys are probably just replying last few minutes. Give me a second after this match. I'll fix it. I gotta deal with this fucking annoying ass Gengar strategy, bro. Oh my god, he's gonna be faster than me. He's gonna use Disable. Please don't miss, bro. That's so fucking lame, dog. Why are you playing like this, bruh? Give me a fucking second. YouTube, TikTok, I gotta end stream. I think that's be good. Bruh, this accuracy shit is killing me. Running this lame ass strut. I'm gonna try to call him out for the swap. He might not though, just because the game's like close to over. That's so fucking lame. This Gengar is definitely faster than me. I need Scarf on my best. Just to deal with shit like this. Because I think his Ninetales can't kill me, and I could have probably killed it in 2 turns. Yeah, I need Scarf on my best. Alright, give me a second. What are you maxed out for?